Today, the session we have to know about data structure. Under this data structure, we have to see about abstract data type and introduction of C++ classes. In abstract data type, the abstract data type refers to a set of data values and associated operations that are specified accurately. Here, it consists of a set of definitions that allows to use the function while hiding the implementation. Here, the representation of abstract data model, it consists of two different parts. One is data structure and function. In data structure and function, it does not come within the scope of application program. It's available to all of ADT functions, and the programming interface can only access public function. For each abstract data type operation, there is an algorithm that performs a specific task. Only the operation name and parameters are available to application program, but implementation is hidden. This is the definition of abstract data type. Then under this OOPS concept, the abstraction means it the extract only the relevant property of real world or for developing the class while ignoring the inessentials. Encapsulation means the group of attributes and behavior of an object together in a single data structure that is known in class. Here, for example, for abstraction, for any problem, extract the relevant from real world object. It defines, for example, the car. The car dealer view the car from selling futures, just like price, length of warranty, color, engines, model of tire, etc. The mechanic views of a car from system maintenance. Its standpoint is size of oil filter, type of spark plug, and engine capacity, etc. So these are the futures example for abstraction. Encapsulation means the steps are decompose an object into a part to hide and protect the essential information, and to supply an interface that allows an object to be accessed in a controlled and useful manner. In for a introduction to C++ class, how to class creates, it provides an explicit mechanism the class to support the distinction between the specification and implementation, and to hide the implementation of an abstract data type from its user. However, it is the programmer responsibility to use the class mechanism, in fact, to represent an abstract data type. The class in C++ consists of four components. One is class name, data member, member function, and level of program access. Class name, we have to declare the class name under the tag of class. The data numbers, the data that make up the class, that is called data member. The set of operations that may be applied to the object of class, that is called member function. The control the level of access to data members and member function from program code that is outside the class. That is the level of program access. These are the three level of access to class members, that is public, protected and private. The next one is a class describes a set of objects with same behavior. Last topic we have to discuss the class and its types. Here this is an example for declaring the class. First, in the picture, you may create a car class to represent a cars as an object. First, you must specify the behavior by providing the implementation for the member function and by defining the data member for an object. This is the structure of class. Here, class name as a circle. Under this class, we have to declare data field, maybe constructor we have to include constructor and member function. So for calculating the circle, first we have to know the radius of the circle and we have to found the area of the circle by using that formula. So under this class name, we declare class as a class circle as a class name, and to denote public, then to declare the data type as a radius as in double data type, and to define the construct as a circle of function and assume the initial value radius equal to 1. Then another constructor can be represent for introduce the radius equal to new radius, and the new function we have to implement the formula for calculating the circle. Here, this is an example for a C++ program, the basic, for finding the formula for calculating the circle. Previously, we had to seen the structure of the class. The same program will be repeated, and the main function we have to call the member function step by step and find the circle for three different area, three different inputs. This is the main function. So we have to, before we have to frame the structure in class, and inside the inside the main function, we have to call the class based on object. Through the object, we have to interact between the class and main function. This is a future of object. Object means is almost anything with the name, properties and operation. It acts upon the receiving a message being called by the function. In previous time, in main function, circle is a class name, circle 1 is a object. Through this object, we have to communicate the member function from circle class name. So the ability of object is act upon the receiving a message being called by function or another object. The basic message is its directive to object to perform an action and request to object to change one of its properties. The two basic messages are required in object. Then class data types. In class data types, first one is class constructor. Under this class constructor, it allows programmer to define new data types for representing an information, and class type objects can have both attribute and behavior component. It provides object-oriented programming. Then object behavior through member function via we can realize the program and run the program in main function. In methods are public, it accessible from outside the class. If we from this program we called as private for declaring the variable radius as double. So this is only used within the function within the class. So we have by using public means the required member functions and data types are used overall the program. That is method is public, it accessible from outside the class. Object attributes are known as data member in C++. If the attributes are private, only accessible to class member. This in this program, we it denote private double variable name radius. So this radius of variable only used in within this class member. Then it's any part of the program should be able to call the member function. They are in public action. Then for a private section of class, only member function of class can access them and they are hidden from the rest of the program. Then object name. How can we declare the object name? A special function called class constructor. It invokes when an object is created. If the class name when we declare the class means automatically the object also invoked. So the syntax of to create an object using constructor is class name then object name. For example, circle as a class name, circle1 is an object name. By invoking the some member function means object name dot member function. That's why we have to call the member function during the runtime. This is access operator. Access operator means after creating an object, the data can be accessed and its function invoked using dot operator. That is object name dot data field. That is when we have to resume the member function means the member function based on the dot operator, we have to resume the member function using object. So for example, the object name dot function argument for invoking the function of object. The previous example program, in this previous example program, here the class name as a circle. Under the main function, the class name to create an object as a circle1 and also the object is circle2 and also this object is circle3. After creating an object. Each object invokes some member function. So based on the dot operator in cout statement, the circle one dot get area of, the get area of is a member function. So this member function is represented in class circle. So automatically the dot operator can communicate to class circle. Then this circle, inside the circle, the get area of function can be invoked. After the computation is processed, the output will be displayed in the main function. That's cout statement. The same repeated thing is followed as circle 2 of object and circle 3 of object by calling of circle 2 dot get area of, then circle 3 dot get area of. So three variety of operation can be performed by using different input. 1.0 as one of the input for finding the area of circle, and 25 is one of the input for finding the area of circle, and 125 is one of the input to find out the area of circle. So one member function can be denoted for getting a area of circle. By using three inputs, we have to invoke three types of member functions can be performed in single function. So now we know about class, then how to create a class, inside the class how to find the member, and data types and member function, then how to create an object and how to invoke the member function to through object. The next topic is special class operation. In special class operations, there are constructor and destructors or a special member function in class. A constructor is a member function which initializes data member of an object. If the constructor is provided for a class, it is automatically executed when an object of the class is created. If the constructor is not defined for a class, the memory is allocated for a data member of a class object when it is created. But the data members are not initialized, then the advantage of defining the constructor for a class is that of class objects are well defined. The eliminates the error that result for accessing in an undefined object. The constructor is a member which deletes the data member immediately before the object is disappear. So the constructor must declare as a public member function of its class. The name of a constructor must be identical to name of the class to which it belongs, and it not specify an return type. Then next topic is miscellaneous topics. Under this miscellaneous topic, there are two things, union and. In union, the union is a structure that reserves a storage for the largest of its data member, so that only one of its data member can be stored at any time. This is useful in application where it is known that only one of many possible data items, each of different type, needs to store in a structure. The struct or class structures reserves memory for all their data member. By using this union, the result is more memory efficient program in this case. For in the next one is a static. The static class data member may be of a global variable for its class. From the perspectives of the class member function, the static data member is likely any other data member. One difference is each class object do not have its own exclusive copy. So there is only one copy of static data member and all class objects must share it. The second difference is that the declaration of static data member in its class does not constitute the definition. The next topic is array as an abstract data types. Before enter into this topic, we have to know about the data structure. The data structure is a systematic way of organizing and accessing the data. The we have to organize it in many ways used for data in data structure. In the logical and or mathematical models we have to use in particular organization. We have to frame the model based on data structure. Most of all, it is usually more than one piece of data and it should be defined as a legal operation on the data. And data, it might be in grouped together, that is linked list. In data structure, there are classified into two types. One is linear data structure and non-linear data structure. That is, linear data structure is also known as the primitive data structure, and non-linear data structure is also known as the non-primitive data structure. In linear data structure means if an element form a sequence or linear list, that is called linear data structure. For example, array, linked list, stack, and queue. These are linear list. The sequence of elements can be maintained inside the memory. That is called linear data structure. Non-linear data structure means example is tree or graph. This is the elements we have to save inside the memory in non-linear. That is called non-linear data structure. For example, tree, graph, etc. The operation of linear and non-linear data structure is traversal. Traversal means to visit every part of the data structure. Search means the traversal through the data structure for given element. Insertion means adding new element to the data structure, and deletion means removing an element from the data structure. Sorting means to rearrange the element in some type of order. Merging means combining two similar data into one. That is called merging. The next one is what is an array? Array means it is a list of finite number of homogeneous data elements, such as the element of an array are referred respectively by an index. Then it's stored in successively in memory location linearly. That is the simplest way for definition of array. By using the syntax A under the subscript the k value. This is the k value means if you represent k as 10 means an array of A declare the memory k equal to 10 means the 10 array element space can be occupied in memory by using array initializer. The next topic is array as an array as an abstract data type. It is a fundamental data type. Each instant of an array is a set of pair of form, that is index and value. No two pair of in the set have same index. The operations are performed on an array, that is create an array, get an element, set an element, insert an element, remove an element, search an element, and display an element. Then attribute and sort. These are the operations performed in array. For creating an array, this operation creates and initializes an array. Get an array means we have, based on that index, we have to get a value of the pair, and set an element based on the index, add the pair of form to the array, and insert an array based on the index. We have to add the pair of form if already exists. Then remove an element to delete an element by given the index. Search an element, find the given element by comparing all element in an array. If it is found, otherwise the return statement as null or -1. Display an element means to display all the element in the array, and attributes means to display the attributes of an array. Then sort means to sort all the elements in the array. These are the 9 operations can be performed in the array. It is one of the pseudocode for creating an array. In data structure, we had to set the index and value, and to declare the data type and class. Then operations can be performed by the get member function, member function, and Indian array. These are the one of the pseudocode to follow the array operation by using C. Here, the implementation of an array ADT using C++. First, we have to frame the structure of class array for getting an operation using array element. First, the template based on class T we have to denote, and to create a class as an array, and inside the array structure we have to declare the data types and member. Under the public uh, under the public, we have to declare the member functions such as create, set of, get of, and search and display. Then creating an array. Under the creating an array, the array of statement, based on used on the scope resolution operator, the member function can be defined using create of function. Under the function, the size and new value to be assigned into the array, we had to create inside the data definition. Then first we to create, if the main function, we have to call a1 dot create of 8 means the size of an memory element, the memory space can be occupied 0 to 7, that is 8 size. So the memory can be occupied in 8. And the next one is set an element. Set an element means first we have to allocate the memory space by the size of 8. Then after we have to adding one by one element into the memory. That is a set an element. Under the set an element, add a pair of form based on index, comma, value to the array. So If the pair with same index already exists, it deletes the old pair. So first we to confirm the index and value before enter into the memory space. So based on this P class, the size first be checked based on the condition, and the element will be include based on by using v variable. And suppose the array the size will be over means the false statement array out of bound will be displayed, otherwise the element to be stored inside the memory space. So in main function we call a1 dot set of 0 comma 18 means 0 represent the memory index of location, and 18 is the value which can be stored inside the memory. So first a1 dot 0 comma 18 means the 18th value can be placed the index 0. If a1 dot set of 1 comma 25 means the 25 value can be stored in inside the memory by the index 1. 2 comma 11 means the value 11 can be stored under the index 2. So 3 elements can be stored inside the array. The next one is get an array. If the get an array means once we have to uh, put the element into the memory, after we have to uh, see the get the element means the operation will be performed, then a1 dot get one of operation when we call means the 25 value will be displayed, because the one under the space of memory, the 25 the value 25 can be placed. So the value 25 will be displayed when the function a1 dot get one of function when invoked, the value 25 can be displayed. Then search of an array, sorry, element. Search an element means for finding the element based on index, we have to search from memory. Under this, the size for a by using for loop statement based on the size, the loop will be this work. Then which index we want means that times the loop will be run, and the searching element can be displayed. For example, if we call a1 of search 18 means the 18 value can be search for which index it is. So it return the index is 0. So the 18th value can be placed under the index 0. So the result is be displayed as 0. Then display an element. Display an element means we have to display all the element which can be stored in the memory. So all value can be displayed inside the runtime.